We know that the topic of child safety and abuse and sexual abuse in particular, if in some cases the YMCA may be the only voice that the child has. You know, if there's fear, if there's an experience that they've had, if it's from a family member at home, and the YMCA recognizing and identifying a case of abuse, we may be the savior for that child.
We saw in Massachusetts the impact that this incident had on a community. And all of us in Massachusetts were concerned about YMCAs, the children who were entrusted to our care, and wanting to do everything we could, individually as YMCAs and collectively as YMCAs in Massachusetts, to make sure that we had protocols and procedures and guidelines in place that were going to protect kids.
Instead of running for the defensive mode, our YMCA CEOs all got together and collectively said, how can we affect this issue? We need to take care of kids, we need to protect kids. The brand of the Y is important, but we need to do a better job protecting kids, and we need to make sure we're holding each other accountable.
Understanding that Darkness to Light was an organization that was all about prevention, we partnered with them and we learned from them, and we brought this effort to the community.
Darkness to Light is a nonprofit organization that exists to empower people to prevent child sexual abuse. And the way we do that is we educate adults on the steps they can take to prevent, recognize, and react responsibly to child sexual abuse.
And we strongly believe that Darkness to Light is the organization to work with. They have a tremendous training called Stewards of Children. It's an evidence-based training, and I have never seen a person that has gone through that training that hasn't been touched emotionally and hasn't learned from that training.
Stewards of Children is a training program for adults to educate them in very simple and proactive tools and steps that they can go out in order to prevent child sexual abuse from happening, also learn the signs and how to recognize it, and then if they do recognize a sign of abuse, how to react responsibly to that.
This is simple stuff. You just have to implement it. We know the policies and procedures as long as we have them, and we also make them work. Just hearing the ahas in the room, having conversations after the fact of going, I think something's going on with my nephew, or I think something's going on with my family that I can't really pinpoint. Now I have the tools to be able to talk about it.
I don't think it's very hard to get motivated on child safety in the Y, and I know all of my peers around the country have worries about keeping kids safe at their Y and in their community. And we all know if we can't create a safer community, it's no matter how hard we work at keeping a safe YMCA, we're only as safe as the broader community is.
So if anybody asks me why the Y should be involved in this, I guess my first answer would be, if not us, who, and if not now, when.